What's up, what's up? Someone that's no one. Welcome back to another story time. Smoke sesh type deal. So we're outside, we're at a different location today. Mainly because, man, let me tell y'all, man. I'm about to go to the normal spot we always go at, right? And just, I got everything ready. I just rolled this up type shit and just like, already. Oh shit, here comes the groundskeeper, bro. Fuck. Loud at, I mean, like right in front of my place too, like loud as hell, like with the weed whacker and shit. Just like, I'm talking like fucking like 10 feet from where we would record. So that's just, and I'm just like, damn, this was gonna be like 2-3 hours at least, right? So I'm just like, damn. I'm also like, I don't want to record before it gets too hot out today, because reason being is last time with the sun and everything, it was just not a good time, like not a good time at all. So, and I think we won't have that video up before the next one, but yeah, some people just walk by. We'll see how good this spot is. But I just try to keep it cool out here. But yeah, we just came to this little spot over here. We got this fucking overpass. Hopefully it ain't too loud. But I just, like, this ain't too far from the crib and shit. Little 5-minute walk. Figured I was just take a seat. Was trying to tell this story and just see how this goes. So yeah, dimension hopping off of Molly and ketamine. Right. So I just had to tell this and just give some thoughts on this. My most recent trip that just happened 2 days ago. I should be more specific, like I guess you could say yeah. It's like more like 40 hours ago, something like that. So I was going to tell it yesterday, but I didn't get a lot of sleep the day prior, and just kind of felt like kind of drained and just kind of not a lot of energy. So I just kind of wanted that full focus and ability to articulate and tell this experience the best way that I fucking can. See these motherfuckers out here, bro. Oh my god. This might not be a good spot. I'm gonna check this recording and see how it is. If not, we're gonna have to redo. Hopefully not. Alright, I feel like I'm just tripping a little bit. So hopefully it doesn't come out too bad. Alright, I'm just gonna get into this story time and just talk about this story and everything. And just, we might smoke, we might not, whatever. So, just based on my location and shit, right? We'll spark up. I want to get this story rolling first and change it up a little bit, because we normally just spark up, jump into it. Let's actually just start with the story and see how things go. So, yeah, I was planning this just with my girlfriend and stuff, kind of for her birthday and whatnot. I was just kind of brought it up and just like, yeah, we can do some Molly and stuff, and just, have a good time together and whatnot. So, you guys never did that with your significant other. Give me a good hairstyle, we'll just say, because MDMA can be that love substance. It can really bring out that empathy in you, not only just mentally, I'm talking about, also just like, bruh, motherfuckers, bro, wanna have these loud ass engines, bro. Alright, but the love substance, and like I said, not just that, but just big tone on that physical touch, and just that physical sensation about it too, and just how they can make you feel inside and stir you up in ways. Alright, but so let me talk about this leading up to the experience, and then we'll talk about dropping, and then actually how this ketamine played a role to this, and just actually the intricacies of what went down in this experience, because it turned out a lot more psychedelic, a lot more dissociative, and just a lot more universal, and a lot more divisions of space and time that I was anticipating for it. And even questions, I even questioned it. Did I possibly have an ego death in this? or even a K-hole of some sort, because like I never really experienced something like this other than like all psychedelics or like DXM. But we will get into that. We will get into that. So yeah, all right. So this story starts off by, well, let's just yeah, the things leading up. So me and my girlfriend just originally decided, yeah, we're gonna go out to the city and stuff. We're gonna just go see some things, some nature stuff, the zoo and stuff like that. Get some good food and stuff. And later on, we would just chill back at the crib, throw some Maui together, like get a bit lit, like nothing too crazy. Just maybe spend some time together, and just like get a little intimate and whatnot, that kind of thing. All right, so and yeah, so we'll start off by I won't make this part too long, the leading up to the Maui and whatnot, because it's not super intricate or not a ton happens like that, I guess, for the context of the story at least. But yeah, we just we go to the city, do some ketamine throughout the day and whatnot, and I actually meet up with a subscriber. Shouts out to Aiden. Big shouts out to bro. He sent a report before, but yeah, shouts out to him. But yeah, just got some food, some nice Italian stuff. Went to the zoo off the K. It was pretty interesting actually. I haven't been to the zoo since I was in like fucking middle school, man. It's a long ass time, right? So because I really have no desire like that to go to the zoo, like. But there's just this free one. My girlfriend was wanting to. We're like right by it type shit. And I'm just like, alright, fuck it, it's fucking free, I guess. Like, I mean, I'm not actually like paying for anything. Like, granted, we pay for what fucking drinks there, but still, like, it's cool though. I mean, cause I'm on that side and I see it's fucking captivating these animals like that, not in their natural environments and all that. So I'm on that. I see that side completely. And on the other side, though, it's nice to see some of those creatures again that I haven't seen, like I said, in such a long time. Just like gives you that perspective, and even it feels a little different now too. Seeing just because I'm more grown up now, I'm just like, it's like I have a whole different perspective almost on it. Fucking as a man now, right? As a fucking guy instead of a little fucking shit like that. You feel? And I just see I don't want to say the hunter fucking side. I'm not thinking about like killing these motherfuckers like that, but I see how humans can, right? I see the humanistic side of it, and how we even got to captivate these animals in the first place, and how we set up these zoos in the first place like that, right? So, alright, yeah, the zoo is an interesting place. It's nice to see some cool ass animals, especially the birdies there. There's a ton of birdies, giraffes, lions, zebras, and shit like that. So it's nice. It's nice, but yeah, like I said, won't make it too long. Check out the gardens and whatnot. A ton of beautiful flowers and all that, and doing some of the K at the same time. I feel like the K has this vibrancy to it at times, and you might not naturally think. Some people might not naturally like think about that. Like, let me do some K and like get a ton of nice ass views. I don't think it's not the first thing everyone will think about, right? With some ketamine, like an associative like that, horse tranquilizer like that, right? It's more like, let me get some psychedelic mushrooms or something and get some nice ass views, something like that. But I feel like ketamine at the same time can, in a similar way to mushrooms, will provide those nice ass views, and like that, that intricacy, that novelty to it, that just feels like you want to appreciate it and whatnot, and just be in the moment and just relaxing. And it's a good ass time. It's a really good ass time. So this seems chilling now. It kind of threw me off at the start. Like motherfuckers walking right by with their kids too, right? Like I know this spot, nobody fucking comes over here like that. Like really, like so that's just kind of different. But we will spark up, and like I said, we got some of this s'mores martini today. Okay. So without further ado, let's spark this up. So yeah, we're at the garden was super beautiful. Just being in the city too, and you might not think like, oh, you're in the city, but you're in the garden, like it must be like kind of congested and whatnot. I mean, in a sense, yes. In a sense, yes, it is. Like, yeah, everything's together, but at the same time, it's not just like some bullshit, bro. Like, I feel like you got like fucking top tier architectures, like really thinking this, like really thinking about like how humans can exist well in this. That's kind of how like they optimized it, to where it's like, yes, you can still have very beautiful, calm spots like this, peaceful, beautiful spots like this, amongst being in one of the most populated cities on the planet. That's some intelligent shit right there. Very thought out, very, it probably comes with a lot of practice too, trial and error too, probably, but it's something to really appreciate. But yeah, besides that, nothing too like crazy. I mean, that would stick out. That I don't want to bring that's like personal, like that. So too specific like that. That doesn't need to be thrown in here. So, because it's just me and my girlfriend spending the time together for the most part. So, like nothing too crazy happening in that regard. Just enjoying each other's time and whatnot. Just having a good day. So anyways, so that's that part. That's leading up to it. I guess I should mention the night before too. I was hanging with the boy Tyler. All right, so Tyler, bro. We were. Again, nothing too crazy. We go out the night before, get some beers. Gotta run some zombies. We were just talking about it. Gotta get some dubs. So go back to the crib. We get some more fucking drinks before going back, and fucking dude gets a scratch off. Two of them. Two $30 ones. One's $100. We're like, oh dude, we can win the $3 mil. Get another one. Still, so we have $10 profit. But don't win the third one. Whatever. We won $10. Play some zombies. Just get kind of lit. Listening to some music. Recent one I gotta mention is John Summit for some EDM music. Out here from Naperville actually, so little native out here. So shouts out to bro. Fucking hair, bro. It's just this wind and how this chair is positioned. But yeah, I've been kind of chilling a little bit. This will probably be a video back. I don't know. This is just another story time. I got some other story times recorded. I got some other trip reports recorded. But I've been just kind of been dealing with these birthday situations and whatnot. And just kind of hanging out with people. But I'm in this super huge focus mode coming up. Super huge focus mode. And this video is kind of just the start of it. That shroom trip was like, all right, I see the vision. I see what's coming up. I'm ready. I'm expelling everything. Now this trip is like, Alright, now we're on ready and go. Like, and this video is like that commencement, I feel like. So and maybe what happened is just a sign like of what's to come type shit. So anyways though, let me get back to where I was with Tyler the night before. Yeah, we just drink a bit and I get kind of fucked up a bit. So I do a little bit of K. Not too much, but enough to feel kind of just fucked up, euphoric. It's a good time. So, and what's significant about this is I stay up late and don't get a ton of sleep like that. So yeah, my thing is like, I'm not getting a ton of sleep like that. It's probably gonna affect me the next day in some way. Not guaranteed, but it is likely to happen. So got the locals, young lads living it up. Let's go. So alright, yeah, so most likely the sleep did have some impact in that regard. I wasn't too tired the next day though, I will admit, but the next day after doing that shit again, so I only got like what 3-4 hours of sleep. Do it again the next day. Alright, now you're gonna feel it on day 2 if you're only sleeping that much for sure, right? So that does play a role somewhat. I just do want to mention that, but not too. I mean, my mindset's just kind of like, yeah, I'm really excited. Just spend the day with my girl and stuff, and just do this Molly later. Just have a good ass time and stuff, right? So let's fast forward back to after the city. We drive back and stuff to the crib, and I get everything ready. Got this Molly, and this Molly, bro, I should mention this is like, I honestly want to say it's my second time. It might be one other time. It might be it's either second or third time I ever done Molly. And mainly because there's availability and whatnot. Most like plugs and whatnot that I've come across, it's been well, flats, right, or X pills. I mean, flats may have a different meaning depending. Either way though. I just always came across like, yeah, I mean, good stuff though, like good ass fucking hitters, bro, triple stacks and whatnot. And because of that, I would always ask for flats too, and maybe that's why, Molly actually never came up like that. But Molly has come up before, but not like this, bro. I got it like capped up before. Someone capped it up before for me type shit, but fucking this time, man, we got what? Molly rock. So this is my first time having like Molly rock like that, and like me having to like crush this shit up, capping myself and whatnot. So it's cool because just how pure this shit looks, and just like how fucking purple this shit looks, bro. This, when actually broken down, it's like pink. Shit's pink powder, like straight. I mean, it's a mix of like pink, whitish and whatnot, but still, it's like, I bet this is some fucking potent ass motherfucking shit, bro. Like some potent motherfucking shit right here, bro. Like we're about to be fucking rolling some dick, right? Like no cap. So yeah, I just spent some time getting that ready and whatnot. And make sure not to eat anything like that. Like we ate earlier in the day like that. So yeah, it's been like a good, I want to say like 6-ish about 6 hours and whatnot, something around that. And yeah, I mean, we were ready, so I capped it up. Dose wise, I had like 250-ish, 275-ish milligrams, so it fucking up there. My girlfriend like 175, about that. She kind of has some she can have anxiety at times. It's come up on the Molly before and whatnot, or ecstasy and whatnot. So I didn't want to dose her like too fucking strong to where it's like overwhelming and shit for her. And even then at that dose, it's still, you know, still gonna be fucking something. So, and good thing, cause she did say I felt like I gave her the right dose of this, so it did turn out very good for her in that regard. So and for me though, I was looking at my lighter, my fucking lighter. My bad. This is a little raw just because of the location and stuff, so my bad. I'm just any unprofessional fucking vibes here. Anyway, we keep it real either way, like that. So fucking hair. I was thinking about bringing the hair tie out, but I was like, nah. But then just last second, I was like, oh, we're gonna come over here. It's whatever though. Alright, so where was I? Yeah, so I'm gonna try and articulate this the best way that I can, because it gets very like blocky and like choppy. I mean, super fucking choppy at points. I'm gonna do my best to describe this. So, alright. I'm mainly gonna focus on probably like my subjective side of it and what was going on, like from my point of view, and I'll bring up things that me and my girlfriend connected on, but like I don't know, that's just kind of like, I don't want to say like more personal and just like keep things from you guys, but just like I don't know, it's just like stuff I feel like that isn't, you know, meant for like content like that necessarily. So all right. So we dose up, and I remember what I started off. I feel things like pretty fast. Metabolism is just fast as fuck, right? We dosed up. I remember we we took a little bit of K before, just like just some bumps, like nothing much. Just to kind of get a, you know, relaxing vibe going on and feel all around and getting into it. And I remember just like probably like minutes after I took it, I just felt like the slightest shift in upness, and just like, man, yeah, I feel ready, and let me get things even more ready. And I just started cleaning things, like taking out the trash and doing this and that, and just like, yeah, let me throw these cups away and do this and that, and just like, just naturally, and just like no stress at all, and just like getting ready for this experience. And part of me's like, you know, I'm not feeling like anything significant yet, but I notice like, would I be doing this naturally? Probably not not in the way with the swiftness that I was, at least. So there's that already, with just minutes type shit. So and just gradually then I just start to notice, you know, more and more of a, I don't want to say a tunneling effect, but just, yeah, that's how my girlfriend described it almost. when she started feeling it, kind of like this tunneling of like, yeah, it was not just with visually, but just like mentally too, and with your hearing at the same time. Because around 10 to 15 minutes in, you know, I had the speaker going. I just, it's like, I mean, we had to have the tunes, right? We got to have the tunes going, right? And I already had in mind a ton of songs that I just wanted to play, that I was like, man, I want to listen to this next time I'm rolling. I want to listen to this next time I'm rolling. And I was just like, started just playing these songs, like, for example, G Herbo's What I'm Rolling. Fucking classic, guys. Straight up classic. And just like some other EDM tracks and whatnot. Wow, the Skrillex this night. Basement set, let's go. Fred again, let's go. So just like I said, John Summit too, let's go. DRZ is a big one. Just trying to think of something that stuck out this night. Fucking Akon. Wade, Young Lead. It's a lot of different vibes that we explored this night. I'm just trying to remember. Well, that general realm, I should say. So, it's a lot of music videos mainly too. So, yeah, man. Alright, so, yeah, I started, this tunneling effect, like, with the music, because, like, I paused the music and you said, like, wow, I just really noticed, like, just how, with that song, or I think the song may have just ended and it was switching, it's just, like, that song, just, like, how, like, zoned in, or, like, tuned in and tunneled in you can get with this, like, and it's just, like, and on top of that, it's just, like, you start feeling it, too. You start feeling the music of it, and you start feeling the vibes of it. And with me, man, I just start dancing naturally, because, like, start adding the dance to it, then it's just like, it exemplifies things. And I was partially kind of worried too, I will admit, with my dosage and whatnot, because I knew this shit was heavy as a mug, right? Being almost 300 milligrams, but it also being pure Molly like that. So, like, yeah, this shit, because the times I've done Molly like this, it's always smacked. It's always been a smack, like straight smack. So, I remember there were moments where I was like, you know, if we were on the wrong vibes, or if I wasn't doing the right thing, it could have led to a yak, which is not what I wanted. That's what happened the last time I did MDMA pill. Maybe because I ate like an hour or two before, so that's just my fuck up. But yeah, yak could kill the experience. Sometimes, not always, but it can kill the experience. So, but anyways, so I'm not gonna do an exact play-by-play here, because like I said, this gets very choppy. But as time goes on, it's just like, alright, yeah, let's hit the bong, right? Let's get a drink going, right? Let's get some more K going, right? That's kind of the vibes going on. And you know, it's also just me and my girlfriend, you know, just kind of dancing, kissing and stuff like that, holding each other at times, and you know, it's like going with the flow, talking, having this very just like deep, intimate talk with each other, which, you know, I won't get into the specifics of, but that was just very meaningful and heavy in ways, but also like not in ways, because of how like open and honest we were and how empathic we were, you know, to talk about some sensitive topics like that, and just like be able to see the true love though we have for each other like that. So yeah, there's a lot of beautiful moments like that, just like, especially coming up and just like the first couple hours of the experience like that. I will say, like, yeah, I felt like the peak was like about 2.5 hours. But I say that, right? And that's where like we started doing some lines like hey, I think we started doing some lines like because we were just doing bumps like casually and whatnot, but we started doing a few lines like that around like the hour and a half mark, and time was kind of just it was kind of zooming for her, but not for me really. I felt like it was kind of like slow motion, like I don't know, just like it's got those, I don't want to say heavy psychedelic vibes. I mean, it's heavy MDMA vibes, but it is connected to, you know, the psychedelic experience like that with it, what, the conversion to MDA, which is technically psychedelic. So, anyways, I was just getting kind of those vibes, but not totally here. Now, let me get deeper into this and, like, what we're leading up to. So this is when we, like I said, we started doing some lines. I felt like I was past the peak around the 2.5 hour mark. I noted this to my girlfriend, and basically things just start getting kind of trippier and trippier, just casually in the most casual way too. Like, and this is where I question if I even have an ego death. Like, I guess it's not so much an ego death, but it felt like an ego death without it being an ego death, because I was still aware of myself, but I didn't feel like myself. I felt like somebody was fucking controlling me in ways, like, and not even like that. I guess like my subconscious mind was just in control of me, and that's why I look back to certain past DXM experiences, which I don't know if I told some of my DXM experiences where I've had ego deaths like this, and where I just can go on this autopilot mode. But this is kind of ends up happening just gradually, and I think like, because I start like shifting, and this is where this like this dimension shifting or hopping comes into play, man. And like, I feel like the only time I've ever experienced something like this is either off, you know, a strong psychedelic dose or powerful psychedelic, or or DXM. So, and DXM's a little different too, though, because like I feel like DXM has just a lot more visuals and whatnot in that regard. Like, but yeah. And what do you mean by, you might be able to confuse, what do I mean by the shifting, dimension hopping? Like, well, I just started feeling like, yeah, I was breaking the time barrier in ways with, I don't want to say accessing my memories and whatnot. I think I was accessing different parts of void of existence that is connected to my memory, but that also exists, like, probably, like, I don't want to say the Akashic records and whatnot, but maybe some form of that is existing or is in the works of existing, that is serving some purpose to fuel not only my mind but also other workings in this universe, but that's also connected to the universe fucking back in there, that's connected to everything else. Like, alright, I'm trying to I'm trying to be cool about this. Try not to get ahead of myself with this. Alright, bro. So I started feeling like I was like back in the city, I guess. But then again, I wasn't. Like, I guess you can say I felt like I went through this tunnel at one point, but I was simultaneously still like hanging with my girlfriend and doing what I was talking about. We were listening to music, having all this good time and stuff, and just talking to each other and stuff. And it's just like bizarre to me, like just how casual I was about it. And I was like, this is normal, right? Yeah, this is normal for me. Like, I'm so used to this. And I felt like my girlfriend's probably going through this shit too, but it's just normal because we're just like, she's cooling on it, like, and like, But I didn't dose her that much ketamine either, and that's why I question, like, K-hole of some sort, possibly? But I never had a K-hole, like, just off ketamine like this, alone. But I have had, like, kind of out-of-body experiences with Molly before, but more so with psychedelics, not like, I guess the last time that one experience, we do have the story time of the wizards, go check that out. He's kind of out of body, but that was also with LSD. So it's kind of similar to that, but different in ways. Very different in ways, because it wasn't as fully painted out. That's why I say it's this kind of like, we're breaking through the time barrier, time and space, and shifting to a different location, at least with my mind mentally, and being there at the same time and experiencing something else, but that's also connected. And it's like a parallel reality, honestly, the way I looked at it, because I felt like I was in the city in this, like, in this hotel or something like that, but at the same time I wasn't. I was, but then in between all that, like, I want to say I was like at 4 places at once that were all very similar in this regard, but then they weren't, and I felt like, yeah, it was parallel realities. I think, looking back on it and thinking back on it, I think it was like, of how things can be different, just different. It's just these slight changes, and they're big changes, but not like, and I can't really paint out each one intricately like that, I feel like, but just like, think about like ones in the city, or ones this different timeline where this happens, or ones in another timeline where this happens, and I start questioning things about, you know, what's meant to be like that. And I feel like that was a big theme of it, and what I actually wanted too. Like I said, I'm not trying to get ahead of myself. I'm trying to keep this all together and trying to keep it concise as possible here, without it being like too ridiculous, right? So, man. And I remember just, yeah, being hyped the whole time too, and just like, oh, this sounds so amazing, and just like doing all these yells and stuff like that, and just like talking fast as a motherfucker like that, and just like, it was fucking lit all at the same time. Though I was like, I remember telling my girlfriend, I was like, man, if you experienced what I went through like that, you'd probably be freaking out. Like, it's like, most people like who never trip like that, or just like aren't used to it, or just don't want that, you know, type of experience, you know, because it can just like throw a motherfucker off, bro. Like, for real, like, just like I said, I feel like I was experiencing like 4 different realities, at least, like 4 different realities at once. But at the same time, like in between this, like I felt like there was this in-between states between these like parallel universes, and that was, it's hard to describe, man. Like, I felt like it was at this table for the wizards, basically, like this meeting table for the wizards. Kind of. Almost like, yeah, kind of like this meeting table for the wizards, but not for the wizards to lead, I guess. Just to meet. Yeah, just to meet. It's a general meeting zone of some sort. Like, maybe. I think for sure there's some communication and deeper work going on there. Oh man, then I remember that's where it started getting super existential, because that's where it's like, this is just one possible reality, right, of what can go down. It's like, and I kept talking about that with my girlfriend and whatnot. I'm just like, this could happen, and just like, And not just like, but just not just like my life either. Like I was just saying, like, oh, I could end up this way, I could end up that way. Nah, it's just like, and I guess, yeah, it is from my point of view, but it's just like, also in the way of reality, like another point of view, just like, if things could be differently, like in the way of just like, of how things turned out, of how maybe there was just like a whole tyrannical superpower just controlling absolutely everything, and how eventually that may be what we're leading up to right now. And it also got super technological at points. Just these visions I was having, and these places I was seeing and feel like I was visiting. And just, yeah, I got this notion, yeah, we're going to get to this point, man, where it's just like, this planet is going to be completely figured out, I feel like. And just like, everything is going to be like, I don't know if I mentioned this. I know I said it in the snap, but there may be like a universal camera that covers every single location, at least on the planet right now. But it may go further than that. Every single just like possible location, a particle or anything small that can go be in space is covered and being recorded, all time, as soon as it's in place and for the future to come. Like, how would they do that? I don't know. Some very super sophisticated technology that don't have a fucking. We may have a clue of how that might work. I don't know that. Personally, I couldn't tell you, but it's just, yeah, having also these notions like that. So, anyways, yeah, the meeting table and whatnot, like feeling I'm with these other wizards, but also like not just these other wizards. I don't want to say like godheads of sorts, but because I felt like there's something deeper going on even here, bro, like than what's just like happening. Like, this is one just part of I don't want to just make up terms here, like a super universe or whatnot. It's even deeper than that, and that's why I say dimension hopping and whatnot. Just take these terms loosely. We're not going to be too definite here. I'm just trying to articulate this and describe this. So, yeah, because that was I was questioning, all right, we'll put this in place, but then it's like, oh, it's about the awakening. This whole life is about the awakening, and that's why we're here, for the awakening, and all these challenges and whatnot. It's for the awakening, and to really just wake up, and not only just the awakening, but the awakening is what comes with the awakening is the growing process. Yeah, the growing process, and that's what this is all about, really. This is what we got to focus on in this big communication to my girlfriend too. Throughout all this, I felt like just what we got to do like that, and so just this YouTube and just how I got to make these videos like that, man. Just that deeper purpose of that, because I felt like, bro, like, all right, dude, I felt like it might be us pulling the strings, right? I brought this up in the Wizards video. I feel like it is us, but it also is not us at the same time. So, like, there's probably some higher dimension going on. Then there's these parallel dimensions that I was talking about going on. But I feel like in these higher dimensions, it's just like how I take that metaphor, like, get a piece of paper, look at the 2D dimension, now compare it to our dimension, and see how vastly different 2D to 3D gets. Now, I mean, they say time is 4D, so let's just jump to 5D, I guess. And something in the 5th dimension sees this as just something on a piece of paper, this dimension. That's why I say, like, there's something else higher pulling the strings like that. But I feel like it's deeper than just that, though, and I feel like there's some connectivity much, much deeper than that going on. But that's how I also felt, like, how much of things is chance and how much of it is just like this game being played out, like some very intricate RPG fucking board game going on above us that we cannot conceive. And I feel like we're gonna figure it out. That's what I felt like. That we're gonna figure this out, what it is, and that we're gonna really start detecting some things about it, and really, like, I don't know, man. I just get a notion that we're gonna figure more and more and more out about it, and just like the way our open our minds to it. And like I said, there's gonna be this great awakening with it. I don't know how exactly technology is gonna be involved. It will be involved in various intricate ways, but at the end of the day, I still do think it is something with mankind, third eye and whatnot. And these bugs are coming out right now, but I feel like I can go deeper and deeper with this, but it's really just like hard to explain, I guess, exactly the intricacies of it and how it just all played out. Because like I said, at the same time, like, I'm still in here normally, like I'm just having a good time rolling and just having, you know, doing ketamine and just like smoking and listening to these these songs, and it's good, right? It's really good. And just, but at the same time, yeah, my girlfriend said like yeah, I was here, I was communicating, but she also saw me and said, like, you were definitely somewhere the fuck else. You were definitely somewhere else, dude. Like, gone, like. So I mean, and it's great. This autopilot mode is just like how I just can just really, like, if you don't know me like that, I guess, like, you can't tell like that. I can just go on this autopilot mode, like, for real. And I only noticed that with like MDMA, DXM, I think. Besides that, I don't think that has ever happened. So I don't know, something about the MDMA, like that, maybe the serotonin system, like that, just able to keep you, like, that activity going. I don't know exactly, man, but it's really interesting that that can still happen while your mind is still, like, you know, processing all these different things and going through all these different things. And I was just like, man, this is normal, right? This is totally normal. And it felt normal the whole time, like, and this lasted like a whole hour, like, type shit, where I was just like simultaneously in these other dimensions, simultaneously in this higher dimension, you know, crossing between it and whatnot, simultaneously having these intricate thoughts about, you know, the future and everything, the fate of everything, and how things can turn out. So it's just like, it's kind of insane, like, you know, just really just like really go over like that, and really just like also insane to consider, like, how normal I was just seeing it. Like, yeah, this is normal, man. Like, do this all the time, right? Do this all day, every day, right? So it's funny. It's just funny. But I don't know, it's one of those experiences, just like potential. That's what I felt like. It's potential. It's like things to figure out, things to map out more, things to explore more in depth with. And I don't know, it just makes me excited, makes me kind of motivated, just makes me inspired, I guess, who we are, where we are right now. And it makes me accept, you know, and understand certain things that have happened that may have not been, you know, what I see as my best fortune. But yeah, it's just like everything happens for a reason. And everything is good, and you gotta make the most of things. It's also karma too. You just not everything just happens to you. I feel like you do play a, you know, you're still a player like that in some regard. What you do does matter significantly. So yeah, man. Yeah, but I think that's how I would describe that, like this multi-dimensional experience where I'm just kind of like hopping between dimensions and whatnot, between these different places and whatnot. And like I said, the only other comparable things I've had on it would be like psychedelics or DXM, but those are kind of different. I wouldn't say those are much as hopping as much as like transporting and traveling between dimensions. This felt like I was literally cutting between like space and time and going straight to another place like that, and just like hopping between back and forth, or simultaneously being in the same places at the same time. So yeah, that's why I would say it's like dimension hopping. It's pretty insane. But towards the end of it, because I felt like it was just normal the whole time, and it was just like all cool the whole time, like fucking nerd, just ridiculous. And but towards the end of it, I started kind of noticing, because it was like, man, this is lasting a while, right? It's been an hour of this, right? I started noticing, like, all right, like this ain't normal, is it? Nah, this ain't normal. Like my mind finally processed, like, nah, this ain't how things are normally, right? Nah. But then, like, that's when it started just like to balance out and even out, into where like, yeah, I started, my mind settling out, and I came to back to this perception, because I noticed like how weird it just felt, like being outside of my body like that, and experiencing outside of my body like that, and being on this autopilot like that. And I almost felt like, man, I kind of forgot how it feels to operate a body. Like holy shit. Like, am I just like this experience of just this mental state experiencing multiple bodies? But like, can you experience being a body and operate a body like that, or multiple bodies all at once, or can you just experience one body at once? That's a question, man. Actually, like, is experiencing two bodies or multiple bodies at once, can it be the same as just experiencing one body, or is it always going to be fucking multi-experienced through multiple bodies, and you're also always going to have that perception of it being multi-experienced? Probably not. When I think about it, it probably can't fucking get that intricate to where it can feel like, alright, yeah, it is one person operating this body. But then again, I don't fucking know. These questions, bro. These questions, right? Like, what the fuck? So, yeah. Pretty trippy ass experience, you know, not what I expected. I mean, yeah, we did some K, you know, do some lines. Sure, like, I guess you do enough and whatnot. Sure, I guess, right? So, but I just felt like I kind of had to tell this, man, and just like lay this stuff out, because like, I haven't had like an experience like that since last year, probably, thinking about it, to where it's like, yeah, that's where I question like kind of ego death, but not really, but kind of where I'm on autopilot, and I'm kind of forgetting like things about myself, but not fully type shit. Like, I'm just experiencing it, my life, in different aspects or in different realities. Like, that's what it is. So I don't know, but let's just wrap this up. These stories can get long as hell. So yeah, man. So I come to tell my girlfriend, like, oh my god, I cannot believe what just happened, and yada yada yada. Tell her best as I can what happened. So but outside of that, I mean, well, we do some more K and whatnot, and listen to more music and whatnot. Go through tons of songs. Oh, JPEG Mafia just like going crazy. There's a new song, what, Sin Mundo or something like that. Banger, straight banger, straight banger. So yeah, just going through a ton of different songs and whatnot, feeling all these songs super empathically, like super euphorically. I mean, some of the best euphoria, straight up. Especially with the K added on, and it's like two go hand in hand. I felt like, of course, we're smoking at the same time, some weed, some dabs. It's great. Like I said, we were drinking a little bit, but I was really just sipping on this simply spiked shit. So it wasn't anything like not the hair, bro. It wasn't anything like I drank like half the can of that, so nothing too much with the alcohol. But yeah, outside of that, we then watched some shows, uh, little anime. It's fucking nuts actually how it turned out and how I felt with it. It just felt like kind of very universal and whatnot. It's like the episode itself and her show too. Just like I don't know, just something about it when you're tripping at the right times. And it's like maybe it's just the universe send things up for us. Like oh yeah, we're gonna give you this trippy episode. We're gonna align everything just right so you watch this trippy episode while you're tripping. And that's just how things unfold. That's just the flow of life and everything. And things are working for you in that way. Or is it we're just fucking tripping balls and seeing things like trippy as fuck? That's makes me wonder, but I'm really what comprehending everything that's going on in the episode and whatnot in these episodes, and like yeah, that is fucking tripping and kind of really odd for this fucking show to bring up, but it's happening and that's cool as fuck. That's dope as fuck actually, and I fuck with it hard as fuck. So dope ass time when my girlfriend gets sleepy and whatnot. I stay up a bit later just because stimulants tend to keep me up a lot later than maybe it's just the after effects, but I stayed up for what I felt like I was still stimulated like 10 hours. I mean, my girlfriend was asleep at like 6.5 hours after we dropped. I felt like I was still kind of stimulated after 9-10 hours, but like I'd say like 10 hours is when I started feeling sleepy. Where I was like, yeah. But I played some Assassin's Creed, just watched some things, just chilling out a bit, and just kind of getting mentally prepared for everything coming up, and just appreciating everything, but just also thinking about everything in the experience too, and also about certain people in my life too. In that regard, talking to certain people, texting some certain people and whatnot. And overall, it's been fantastic experience. Fantastic. I wasn't expecting to get so trippy with it, but we did, and that was fun, and it was a good time. But like I said, I don't want to keep these long as fuck like that. It's almost, yeah, it's probably gonna be an hour for everything. So yeah, guys, we're probably just gonna end this here. So hopefully that was an entertaining story. If you have any more questions about it, feel free to ask. Pretty sure I can explain more about it. There might be some more that might pop in my head later, but it's pretty much the gist of it. Like I said, it has me excited for more things coming up, other things I'm working on, just this channel and everything. So yeah, it's very good vibes set for me here. But yeah, like I said, also it's taking this little break with it, but now we're coming back with it, and just expect us to go ham with this, guys. Alright, it's gonna be great. So it's been someone that's no one, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.